Greetings and hello there, everybody, and welcome. This is I, your Star Wars Dead, Nooch Too Good, here to talk about a kind of popular topic on this channel, but we're going to look at it more specifically today. The top 10 teams for return on investment in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The teams you can farm in this game that are going to bring you the most bang for your buck, really give you something that if you farm these teams, you get them up and running, you're going to get a lot in return for these teams. And again, guys, I focus on this all the time because I think it's so important. If you're going to play the game, get everything you can out of it. So we're going to start right here with Jabba the Hutt. This is has been a big focus of mine in recent months, even the last year. Jabba the Hutt. And when we talk about Jabba the Hutt, we're talking about he's a galactic legend, so he's going to do well for you in all phases of the game. But primarily when we talk about return on investment for Jabba the Hutt, we're talking about Smuggler's Run 2 that comes out 3 times a month. And you can play Smuggler's Run 2. The mod materials that you get from this event are worth over 10,000 crystals on your roster every month, and that's based on the prices that they charge for like a mod bundle or mods in the game. The return on investment for Jabba is tremendous, and you know, the more and more rosters I look at, the more and more you guys need mods, and you need big mods. You need to work on your mods. But the best way to get your mods in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is the big fat blob, Jabba the Hutt, right here. Let's go to the end here. We can take a look at these materials that you can get. Again, this event runs 3 times a month. You could run it twice every time it comes out. So you're talking 6 times the materials that are about to pop up right there. Come on, game, bring them up. There we go. You can get these materials 6 times, just basically slicing your 6 dot mods here. Here is this going to slice it to a green mod. Once you get to 6 dots, you get some of these micro attenuators and just mods in general. The stuff that you get for Jabba the Hutt, you combine it with regular Smuggler's Run. You put those two together, you're getting lots of health mods and lots of mod materials. Number 1 return on investment in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes is Jabba the Hutt. And coming up next, you guys know I love these guys. I still think they're underrated on a lot of content creators, a lot of rosters. You don't see them farmed up. The Imperial Troopers, the return on investment for these guys is challenge tier 3 of both the Forest Moon Assault Battle and the Rebel Roundup. Not to mention that you get characters here, Piet, that you need for the Executor. You get Veers and Stark that you need for Sith Eternal Emperor. I just think the return on investment for Imperial Troopers is so big. And for this one, we're turning to our pal Captain Amazing, running through Forest Moon here with this Imperial Troopers. I'm going to be min-maxing this in a little bit with, Imperial Troopers mixed in with some Gar Sax and Imperial Super Commando action. But yes, you can run through both challenge tiers 1, 2, and 3 with Gear 12 Troopers and a Relic Piet. It can be done in this game, and the rewards you get at the end of those tier 3 of assault battles, we talk about it all there. No, his cursor's combining my cursor. I can't keep up. The rewards you get for these, if you can run to challenge tier 3 every single month that you play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, the rewards you can get, where are his rewards? Why aren't his rewards popping up? What the heck? Did they pop up? There we go. There's the rewards. I went right through them. So, yeah, the rewards you're going to get for playing through Challenge Tier 3, you get that twice every month, basically, and you get it. So if you do the Imperial Troopers, it's going to be 4 times a month. You get these signal data and all these mod relic, the relic materials on your account. Good job, Captain Amazing. But yes, not only that, you also get characters required for the Executor and for Sith Eternal Emperor. The Imperial Troopers are, I still think to this day, they're really underrated. And if you take them into battle in Grand Arena all the way through Erodium and even into Kyber in some you gotta pick your spots, but they're really effective in Grand Arena too. I love the Imperial Troopers. With the Veers lead, Imperial Troopers, I love it. And next we float into a recent addition to a return on investment team that I've been loving. I've been honking for this team on almost every roster review I've seen. They take Cantina energy to farm, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan. You take them into the Duel of Fates assault battles. Yeah, they're going to help you out in game modes and stuff, but Duel of the Fates assault battles, the rewards are tremendous there. These new assault battles, Duel of the Fates and Peridea Patrol, provide you with so many rewards if you take these guys. Well, first of all, if you just take all these characters characters to take these guys to 7 stars. And again, I mentioned before, they require Cantina energy, so it's not that long. I know there's still single drop. There'll be double drops later this year in the summer. But just taking them as 7 stars gets you another set of mod materials, much like you saw for Jabba the Hutt. But then if you take them to Relic 5, Relic 7, even Relic 9, the rewards and the return you get in the Duel of the Fates assault battle every month for the Peridea, or for not the Peridea pals, coming in the future, for these Poncho bros. I think that the return on investment for these 2 guys, and the investment is not that much. A month and a half of farming on your roster. You'll have them both at 7 stars, and you just give them some gear levels. I love these guys. Let's see if we can fast forward to the rewards here. Did we win this one? Maybe not. Did we win that one? Yeah, we did. Let's see. We should have the rewards here. There's going to be the rewards. That was for the penultimate tier, right? Why didn't the rewards show? I don't know. Anyway, well, trust me, you get great reward. Duel of the Fates Assault, I'd pull it up right now if it was in game, but it's not. But Duel of the Fates Assault Battle is going to get you great rewards on your roster and do some really, really good things to help advance you forward in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're getting this time. There we go. There's some rewards that you get from Duel of the Fates. That's just there's some Zin Battles. That's a Relic 7 piece. You get 8 of those. You get 30 of the Gray Signal Data. You get crystals. You get 5 million credits. The rewards for the Duel of the Fates Assault Battle are off the charts. And the same exact thing can be said for your pals and my pals, the Peridea pals. These are our Peridea pals here. Captain Enoch, Night Trooper, Dead Trooper, Peridea. In addition to the Duel of the Fates Assault Battle, we also got the Peridea Patrol Assault Battle, which gives us I think it's slightly different rewards, but very, very similar, awesome rewards. And it's the same feedback here. If you get these guys to 7 stars, which is a little bit, the investment to 7 stars for these guys is more than it is for the Poncho Bros. The investment to 7 stars for these guys is going to be regular energy. They are single shard farmable right now. So, again, later this year, this fall, they'll be double shard farmable. But right now, just a single shard. So it's going to take you longer, more time to invest in these guys to get them farmed. If you did the original, what do we call them? The marquee events, it'll take you like 4 months to get them up to 7 stars. If you, regardless, it's going to take you more time because they're on regular energy nodes, not Cantina nodes. But if you get them to 7 stars and get some gear on them, again, you're going to get a bunch of mods. And if you take them up to relic levels, you're looking at the same types of rewards that you're getting for Duel of the Fates Assault Battle as well. Let's see if we can get to those rewards here. There they are. There's rewards again. So again, you're getting 100 of these. I don't remember what they're called. Those tier 1 relic pieces. 6 of these. I don't got it. But when you take it through these final tiers of this, you're getting great rewards for the Peridea pals and having them on your roster. Now let's shift our focus a little bit over to a couple of fleets. Talking first about the Executor. This may belong actually above. It may belong above almost anything because you can farm Executor faster than almost anything else I've mentioned in the game, except for the Pretty Pals. But you're looking at daily crystal rewards in Fleet Arena. When you go to Fleet Arena in the game with your Executor and you can climb to the top of it, and yeah, over time this turns to another fleet, but when you can climb to the top of Fleet Arena, you're getting great amounts of crystals in your account every day, and you look at the cumulative effect of these 300 to 400 crystals every day that you can get by being in the top 5. The cumulative effect on your roster over time is unbelievable and unmatched. So the Executor offers a huge return on investment in your account in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. And here I am, man. This has been a while ago. This must have been. We got the chat over on the other side of the screen. This is the Executor event, but I really truly believe that every player that starts Galaxy of Heroes, your first goals are getting up some of the teams we talked about here, and we're going to talk about in the future. Imperial Troopers. We talk about. We might talk about Phoenix here in a little bit. I don't know. But I think that everything you do in the early game should take you to getting Executor unlocked with its fleet, with Punishing One now. There it's with Houndstooth, with Punishing One now in the starting lineup as soon as you possibly can, because the sooner you can climb to the top of Fleet Arena, the better off your roster is going to be, both in the short and the long term. The Executor return on investment in this game is maybe unmatched for the amount of daily crystals if you're going to focus on that fleet payout. And as time marches on in your fleet arena and the fleet arena grows a little bit older and you've been playing for longer, Leviathan is going to replace the Executor. Now, we may get a capital ship this year. I don't know. They didn't give us one last year. It's a little weird, but Leviathan's going to sit at the top of that fleet arena, earning you crystals every day, replacing the Executor in there. It's my current farm. It's what I'm working on right now. And I don't know what's going on with my big bright face over there and the line down the middle of the green screen. I think this is very early on when I was doing the green screen. It just wasn't quite working. But anyway, regardless, unlocking the Leviathan on your account and getting it on there, it has to be later game for you, right? Unless you're spending crystals to get Malgus and the Fury class Interceptor unlocked, because you need both those guys on your roster. And that's like Proving Grounds. Generally speaking, once you get to 4 million, you unlock Proving Grounds and you go a lot. You're farming Malgus and the Fury class Interceptor. But outside of that, just regardless, Leviathan sits at the top of Fleet Arena, and it has for almost 2 years now. It has for almost 2 years, with a brief interlude there where Executor was just pinning it down with the punishing one. Then they changed how things worked on the fleet, and boom, we're right back to Leviathan dominating Fleet Arena. So again, we probably will get a capital ship this year, but for the moment and for the past couple of years, Leviathan has dominated Fleet Arena in the. I'm going to say when you start getting to the late game, that's when you start to see Leviathans pop up in Fleet Arena. So there'll probably be a few in early game, a few in mid game. Sorry. When you start to see Leviathans pop up, it might be time for you to start getting a Leviathan, or you're going to fall behind in Fleet Arena. And next, we're going back to our teams. It's the Phoenix. You know, guys, this team is really good. Not only will it get you through 2 assault battles now, it'll take you, I've been told, and I haven't tested this, but I've been told you can get through challenge tier 3 of military might with these relic 3 Phoenix that you can get from the Shadows of the Empire bundle, and a gear 12 Rex that you can get through challenge tier 3 of military might. That's a big deal, because it's always been CLS that did that for us in the past. But you can also do some action in Secrets and Shadows, and this is me doing that action right now. You can use the Phoenix to get through challenge tier 1, maybe challenge tier 2 of Secrets and Shadows. And yeah, that's not all the way to the very end of it, but that's a lot of value without having to farm a whole nother team in the Night Sisters, because you can only use Phoenix or Night Sisters in this assault battle, Secrets and Shadows. So if you farm up a Phoenix team, it's 2 assault battles, not to mention they kind of fall into other farms. Hera is required for profundity, and also for, pretty sure she's required, maybe I'm wrong, for Ahsoka. Captain Rex is required for Leia Organa. You know, you're getting some overlap with some big farms down the road. You're getting a lot of value with 2 different assault battles every single month, and you're just getting a team that's going to perform from you all the way from the early game to the end game. The Phoenix, I can't say enough about the Phoenix. They're one of the early teams that you're given shards of early on. I just love this team, and I think it's a team that everybody should be farming and activating on their roster. And can we talk about the Revans, Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan? We kind of fell off this wagon for a while. You know, back when I first started doing roster reviews, I was on this train big time. I would look at rosters that had unlocked either Jedi Knight Revan and or Darth Revan, and were leaving them sit there purple gears with no Zetas, and I would just say to people, what are you doing? You've got great characters here that are great in all sorts of game modes, and you've done nothing with them. Let's get these guys geared up, reliced up, Zeted up. Let's make Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan work for your roster. And what these two do is not only can they make their own teams, but later they blend seamlessly into other teams. You know, Darth Revan has his team with Darth Malak and Bastila Shan Fallen. Later in the game, when you unlock Darth Malgus, like we we're just talking about, he just slides into that Darth Malgus team. You need Darth Revan and Darth Malgus on that team to unlock the Leviathan. You need Bastila Shan Lightside on a Jedi Knight Revan team to unlock the Leviathan. I'm trying to think of other, I don't think there's a lot of other requirements these guys fit into, but Jedi Knight Revan fits onto a Jedi Master Luke team and just builds a great team. These guys, they just build great teams for you in Grand Arena and in non-rote territory battles, territory wars. We just love the Revans. They can lead to other stuff, but they're just good teams. They're just really good teams that are flexible and can do a lot of work for you all the way into the late and end game stages of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And penultimately here, we're going to look at Commander Luke Skywalker and Jedi Knight Luke. I put these two together because they go together. You have to have Commander Commander Luke Skywalker to get to Jedi Knight Luke. You've got to have Commander Luke Skywalker to get to Leia Organa. You've got to have Commander Luke Skywalker, and you've got to get Jedi Knight Luke on your roster. These are two extremely important characters, and Jedi Knight, the two of these guys together unlock the entire Jedi Knight Luke farming path for you. They're going to unlock Jabba the Hutt. They're going to unlock Jedi Master Luke. They're going to unlock Leia Organa. They have lots of overlap with the Executor farm. When you got bounty hunters to farm Chewie, who goes with CLS, you've got overlap with the Profundity farm. You just got all this overlap and all this great stuff that comes to your account by unlocking Jedi Knight Luke, including what we're seeing right here. This is tier 3, challenge tier 3 of the Ground War Assault Battle, and you have to have Jedi Knight Luke to get challenge tier 3 of the Ground War Assault Battle done. You can get through challenge tier 2 with Jedi Knight Revan, not Darth, Jedi Knight Revan, but Jedi Knight Luke is required for this. So just the amount of stuff that he unlocks on a roster, the moment you open him, you're looking at going into Jabba, Jedi Master Luke, Leia. You probably already have Executor. It's going to get you. You're just going so many different directions with Jedi Knight Luke. Not to mention an assault battle that he gets you in the game. Jedi Knight Luke is the cornerstone of so much farming. And you know what? That was purposefully done for sure by Capital Games. They wanted to make sure that Luke was just at the crux of all sorts of stuff happening in the game. They've done a really, really good job. And finally, number 10, and I don't know if this is 1 to 10, but yeah, probably number 10, because if you don't have dear old dad, you don't have dear old son. So Luke is kind of the early to mid game guy that you do to get the Jabba the Hutt and everything else we talked about. As the late game approaches, General Skywalker steps in and helps you unlock Lord Vader, Ahsoka, and yes, even Jedi Master Kenobi. All of the Galactic Republic and Separatist farming that you're doing is going to lead you into those 3 farms for Jedi Master Kenobi, for Lord Vader, for Ahsoka. They all tie in together. Gas is actually a full requirement for both Lord Vader and Ahsoka Galactic Legend farming. Gas just opens up all sorts of stuff in the game for you. And while gas is not the key to assault battle farming, we've done a lot of assault battle farming discussion in this video. It's really, really important in the game. You've got to have those assault battles farmed up. There's no real assault battle, although he as a character will fit into the ground war we just saw on that team before you get Jedi Knight Luke. He can even go in a Jedi Knight Luke team, probably. I haven't really tried that. The clones can actually, the 501st clones can actually go into military might. That we already talked to Phoenix getting, we already talked about CLS gets that, so you don't really need them for that necessarily, but they can do that assault battle. But General Skywalker is just going to open up the end game content on your roster. That Lord Vader is generally one of the last Galactic Legends people farm. I think Ahsoka is also going to be one of the last Galactic Legends that people farm, but he is the guy. Gas is just going to be the guy that really takes you into those teams and makes them available for you, unlocking all sorts of farming avenues and paths for you in the late to end game in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. And there you go. Those are our top 10 teams or characters in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes that you can farm for maximum return on investment. I really believe strongly in this, and this is why when I look at rosters, I'm looking for these teams, and when I don't see them, I'm telling people to get these teams. So if you're going to do anything in this game, let's go after the teams and the fleets I talked about here. You will get the most return on investment. Your roster will develop faster than it will with farming other teams in this game. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon. And always remember, Nooch too good.